Our world is changing at a rapid pace, and everyday things like watching a movie, driving, and even how we stay in touch with our family and friends are quickly becoming improved by solutions that are better, more effective, and more affordable. Technologies like Airbnb make it more affordable to travel and allowed us to save money on hotels. Netflix made a night of entertainment more affordable than going out to the movies or going to the store. The list could go on, but virtually every advancement in technology we have today makes everyday things more affordable than ever. This freedom of control and affordability is what makes today one of the greatest times to be alive. But you're not here to talk about a new app for your phone or the next gadget. You're here to talk about the one thing most people overlook: how to take control of your electricity costs and power your home on your terms. Now, electricity, just like going to the movie store 10 years ago, was inefficient and expensive to do. This is why Netflix quickly became a better solution than renting a movie at Blockbuster, and why solar is a better solution than buying power from the utility company. So just how expensive is it to keep buying power the way you are now? Well, to give you an idea, the average American spent a whopping $1,983 in electricity costs last year alone, with over 2/3 of that cost coming from fees for transporting power to their own house. That's like spending over $291 in delivery fees to order a $20 pizza from your favorite restaurant just 2 miles away. If that wasn't bad enough, the average utility company is increasing those fees year after year by over 4%. This is exactly why over 1.8 million US homeowners have taken matters into their own hands and have switched to affordable ways to power their home with solar power. Now, regardless if you think 1.8 million homes with solar is a big or small number, I want to bring your attention to what your neighbors and the world is thinking about solar, because it's exactly what we thought when we first heard about solar years ago. In a study done in partnership with NASDAQ and Clean Edge Authority in 2014, we learned that 88% of homeowners believe that clean electricity is critical to our country. And if solar wasn't so expensive, over 73% of them would make the switch to renewable energy if given the choice. When we saw these statistics, we were blown away. Not by how many homeowners who were interested in solar, but why only a little under 2 million of them have made the switch. Why not 10 million, 100 million or more? Well, if you dive into the history of solar energy, the problem becomes a little bit more obvious. Let me explain. Most people believe that solar is simply too expensive and not affordable for the average working class American. We look in the media and we see celebrities like Brad Pitt, Scarlett Johansson, Elon Musk, and many others get solar and talk about getting solar on their homes. But what about normal people like us who don't have tens of millions of dollars to spend on solar panels? What options do we have? Well, to answer that question, you're probably asking yourself this: how much does solar cost exactly? Well, just a little under 10 years ago, the average cost to install solar on your home was a whopping $51,000. And if you got an off-grid battery solution, your cost would go over $75,000 in cash. Who has that kind of money sitting around in the bank? That's exactly why we do what we do at Solar Affordable, and where your solar architect you're meeting with today is going to come in handy. For the last 4 years, we've been on a mission to cut costs and make solar affordable for the everyday American who has a family to take care of, is hardworking, and wants more freedom. We don't help the rich and the famous. In fact, our average customer makes a household income of $45K to $150K per year, and with a lot of hard work on our end, we're now able to help them get solar panels installed for no upfront cost and bring the total cost of solar down to a low monthly payment that replaces the need for the electric company. Our goal is simple: to show you how going solar is the cleanest and most affordable option to power your home. And while most solar companies in the past have tried to help only the wealthy who can afford it, we believe that everyone should have the choice between how they power their home, not just the rich and the famous. So why don't other solar companies do this? Simple. It's excruciating work to make solar available at the cost we do, and trust us when we say it's been anything but easy. We've spent years and sleepless nights researching the lowest cost equipment, negotiating with manufacturers, working with the federal and state government, installation companies, finance companies, and fighting against those utility companies we talked about earlier, all in the name of getting the cost of solar down enough for you to have a better choice than the utility company. And despite all of these challenges, the reason our team gets up every morning on the good days and the bad is because we care desperately about giving those homeowners who know solar is critical to our future, that thought it was expensive, giving them the option to finally go solar in an affordable way. But why should you care? Well, unlike the tens of millions of homeowners who don't know about us yet and who don't know solar doesn't have to be expensive, your utility company does know us, and they know solar and the benefits of it very, very well. In fact, utility companies have literally been lobbying against solar providers for decades now, trying to stop homeowners like you from having the freedom to choose how they produce electricity. And why? Because they know what 88% of homeowners in that study earlier know, that solar is critical to our future and the most affordable way to power your home. In fact, a recent report looked into the lobbying efforts of the United States' 25 largest utility companies and found that over the last 4 years, these giant corporations spent over $400 million in lobbying against solar. And to a certain degree, they've been mildly successful. Let me explain. 10 years ago, you used to be able to produce extra electricity with your solar panels and actually sell that extra power back to the utility company and make a profit. Now, in most states, you simply can't do it. In the past, you also used to receive a 50% tax credit for the total cost of your panels, but utility companies have actually been working with politicians and lobbyists to bring that number down every single year. The number of things these big corporations are doing to keep you from knowing the truth about solar is downright disturbing. But to help you understand this final point, let me ask you this very important question. If these utility companies are fighting so hard against the people who want to go solar, and believe us, we're the ones taking the heat, is it any wonder why most people still think that solar is too expensive? Well, you know the answer. These corporations are the driving force behind the message of solar is just for the rich, and they're the single biggest reason why more people don't go solar. And why? Because they know what most homeowners don't. Solar is guaranteed to be the cheapest, cleanest, and most affordable way to power your home. That's the big idea with solar. This is the future of how we power our homes, and it's already here today. And in a few moments, your solar architect is going to show you exactly how you can be a part of that future today. Pay close attention to the quote and the instructions your solar architect will give you. They're very busy, and we expect homeowners who qualify for our program to help us spread the word about solar to their friends and their family, not just enjoy our product. Because with your help, we can truly accelerate the mission to make solar more affordable for all people and create a better, cleaner, more sustainable world together.